One of the things we've realized here in the 207 kitchen is that we don't do enough breakfast dishes. Well, today we're doing one that you can eat for breakfast, you can eat for lunch, you can eat for dinner. We are in the 207 kitchen at our main studios with Gwenda Pryor from the Pryor House Bed and Breakfast in Bath. Thank you so much for coming in. Great to have you here.
You are welcome. I'm delighted to be here.
We are making a spinach feta quiche, which you serve at the B&B, and we've already gotten started. What's going on here, Gwenda?
Right now we're sauteing some onions, and we saute it for about 3 minutes. And once that has cooked down a little bit, then you're going to add your garlic. And the garlic just gives it a really nice taste.
Got it.
So go ahead and keep sauteing that.
I will do that.
And as soon as that's where we want it, we'll put the spinach in. And the spinach only has to cook maybe half a minute, because you just want it wilted in your pan. You don't really want it too cooked down.
You don't want it overdone, because then it loses the flavor, and
exactly.
It's not good on any level.
All right, so go ahead and stir that all up. And while you do that, I'm going to start with some other things here.
Yeah, okay, so what are you going to be doing there? What's the next step?
The next step, once our spinach is wilted, is we're going to put 6 ounces of feta in there. And I like to put it in while the pan is still on the heat, because it really melts into the onion mixture well. So go ahead and mix that in. And at this point, you can turn the heat off or take your pan off the heat, one or the other.
Done. Now, is this a dish that you serve quite frequently?
Yes, yeah, this is a guest favorite. And I've tried many different quiches over the years, but this one, the tastes are just so nice, and it's a smooth quiche. It's just really nice.
Nice, and Gwenda knows of what she speaks, because she's been cooking breakfast at this B&B, which she and her husband own for 25 years?
Yeah.
That's a lot of breakfast. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. Next step.
So now that it's off your burner, we're going to put in 3 cups of sharp cheddar, and just mix that in till it's all nice and evenly mixed.
So even though this pan is now losing heat, this is the consistency roughly that you want?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And the reason I take it off the burner before I put the cheddar in is I don't want like a solid block of melted cheese.
Right.
You want to be able to easily put it in your crust.
Okay. Yes, understood. Understood. How's this looking? I am
That looks great.
the most elegant at this phase of the operation.
So I'm going to hold this.
That might work.
And then we're going to put it in our pie crust. And I want to say, for the ease of doing this at home, you can make your own pie crust, and I've included the recipe with that. But it's so easy to buy a pie crust in the store.
Fair enough.
So
we
go ahead.
No criticism, no penalty for anyone who just wants to buy a store-bought crust.
And for the essence of time, I have one already made up here. You're just going to want to
smooth that out
it out a little bit. And then there's 4 eggs that you mix into 1 cup of milk. And I really don't add any other seasonings, because between the feta and the cheeses, it's just really, it's a great taste. And then you just pour that in there. And at home, what you might want to do is take a fork. I'm just going to use this spoon we've been using, and just kind of, mix it around so that the milk custard can get into the...
So that'll settle throughout?
Yeah, yep. And once you have that done, you're ready to put it into the oven. I preheat the oven to 350 degrees.
Right.
And that cooks for an hour.
And then it's finished.
It's finished, and as with any quiche, you're going to want to let it set once you take it out of the oven for about 15, 20 minutes. It just gives it a chance to set up, and then you can put your knife into it a lot smoother.
So this is, this is kind of a special dish. This is, like a step up from, say, scrambled eggs or something, but it's not a complicated dish. You need about 5 different ingredients. The time to do it is not lengthy. So for a modest amount of effort, you get yourself something that's nice.
And it tastes so good.
And as we said, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Or brunch.
Or brunch. The recipe is on our website. Head to the 207 section of newscentermaine.com, either our app or website. You're going to find Gwenda's recipe for the spinach feta quiche, and you'll find more information as well about the Pryor House Bed and Breakfast in Bath. Thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Stick around, back with more of 207 right after this.